All praises to the Creator, Yah. So I'm just gonna do a short video, just proving that number one, what I wrote about the video where the guy is talking about the Tartarian War. I don't agree with everything he says in there, but I did want it to show you that was proof of the Most High Yah. And the proof that the Most High Yah did stand up and fight for the Israelites. And that we are to be worshiping and serving Abba Yah. And when they gave us a new God, like they did in the book of Maccabees, this is when we were taken over. So I'm here to prove the statement that I put in there, that in this Bible, there's 3 entities. In this Bible, there's 2. So let's first start with the Tanakh. Then we will show you in there, show you the extra God, the third God in here. And these books right here, this book right here actually hides the first God in the Old Testament. And this book actually shows you the first God and the 2 different gods in the Old Testament. But this God introduces you to the new God. Y'all call him Jesus. So first we're going to prove this by showing. We're going to start with Jeremiah 7. I'm always talking about Jeremiah 7. In my book, in this book, Jeremiah 7, chapter 20. And it reads, he says, I'm sorry, not Jeremiah 7, chapter 20. Jeremiah 7, starting at 20 in my book. But we're going to go up a little bit further at 18. The sons gathered wood, and the fathers kindled fire, and the women kneaded the dough to make pastries in honor of the Queen of Heaven, to pour out libations to the gods of others, in order to provoke me. It is me they are provoking. These are the words of the Most High Yah. It is not themselves, bringing shame upon themselves. Therefore, thus says the Most High Yah, the Elohim, our Elohim, behold, my anger and wrath will be poured out upon this place, and upon the people, upon the animals, and upon the trees, and upon the fields, and upon the fruits of the earth, and it shall burn and not be extinguished. Thus says the Most High Yah, the Master of Legions, the God of Israel. The one in that video, that man called Yahweh. I call him Yah. Add your burnt offerings to your peace offerings, and eat them as meals. And he has an exclamation point behind meals. For did I not speak with your forefathers? Nor did I command them on that day that I took them out of the land of Egypt concerning burnt and peace offerings. Rather, it was only the thing that I commanded, saying, hearken to my voice, that I will be your God, and you will be my people, and you will go the entire way that I command you. He said, I never taught you these things. Now, Amos 5 proves who taught them these burnt offerings. Amos 5 in my book. Let's start at Amos 5, verse 16. Therefore, thus says the Most High Yah, the God of Legions, the Master. In all the plazas there will be mourning. In all the streets there will exclaim, woe, woe. They will call the plowmen to mourning, and those skills in wailing in lamentations. And in all the vineyards there will be lamentations, for I will pass through your midst, says the Most High Yah. Woe to those who desire the days of the Most High Yah. Why do you seek this day of the Most High Yah? It is darkness and not light. I'm seeking it because I'm tired of these wicked abominations of people on this land. As when a man flees from before a lion and a bear encounters him. So when you see a lion and a bear, you encounter them, you run, he says. When you see me, you're going to run. He comes home and leans his hands on the walls, and a snake bite him. Behold, the day of the Most High Yah is darkness, not light, blackness without glimmer. Y'all, it's finna start September. He says, I hate and loathe your festival offerings. Why? Because you're offering all these things to other gods. He says, I will not be appeased by your assemblies, y'all church services. For even if you offer up to me burnt offerings and your meal offerings, I will not be appeased. He said, why? Because he never taught them. He says, I will not regard the peace offering from your fatlings. Remove from before me your multitudes of songs, and the music of your lutes I will not hear. Rather, let justice be revealed like water, and righteousness like the mighty stream. Did you bring sacrifices and meal offerings for me for 40 years in the wilderness, O house of Israel? You will carry off Sikkoff your king, and your images of Chion, and the Kochef your god, which you made for yourself. He said, you made these things for yourself. I did not teach you this. I will exile you beyond Damascus, says the Most High Yah. The God of legions is his name. He said, I never taught you these things. But in this book, they take that out. If you go to Amos 20, it says, and I'm reading the same thing. He says, hate evil, love good, establish justice in the gate. Perhaps the Most High Yah, the God of hosts, may be gracious on the remnant of Joseph. Therefore, thus says the Most High Yah, the God of hosts, there is a wailing in the plaza. In the streets they say, alas, alas. And they also call farmers for mourning, the professional mourners in lamentations. And in all the vineyards they're wailing, because I will pass through the midst of you, says the Most High Yah. Alas, you who are longing for the day of the Most High Yah, for what purpose will the day of the Most High Yah be to you? It will be darkness and not light. When a man flees from a lion, and a bear meets him, goes home, leans his hands on the wall, and the snakes bite him. Will not the day of the Most High Yah be darkness instead of light, even gloom? And it says, no brightness in it. I reject your festivals, nor did I delight in your solemn assemblies. Not even though you offer up me burnt offerings and your grain offerings, I will not accept them. I will not even look at the peace offerings of your fatlings. Take away from me the noise of your songs. He says, I will not even listen to the sounds of your hearts. But he says, but let justice roll down your waters, a righteousness like an overflowing stream. Did you present me sacrifices and grains in the wilderness for 40 years, O house of Israel? You carry along your king Kyra in the image of your store gods, and you made for yourselves. Therefore, I will make you go to exiles in Damascus, says the Most High, whose name is the God of hosts. So they hid in this that he never taught this. And let me show you in Jeremiah 7 in verse 20 that they hid that he never taught this. Let's go and read it. And it reads, therefore, O nations, and now, O congregations, what is among them? Hear, O earth, behold, I am bringing disaster to of these people, the fruit of their plains, because they have not listened to my words and asked for my law. They have rejected it. For the purpose of frankincense come to me from Sheba, and sweet came from the distant lands. Your burnt offerings are not acceptable. Your sacrifices are not pleasing to me. Therefore, says the Most High Yah, behold, I am laying stumbling blocks before these people, and they lay stumbling blocks then. Fathers and sons together, neighbors and friends perish. They did not put in here that he did not teach you sacrifices. So this is the New Testament. This New Testament introduces a new God that Abba Yah has nothing to do with. I'm going to make a part 2 of this.